Good day, Tamers. As you've probably seen from the thumbnail, because the thumbnail was done first, so not doing for a change. I just want to appreciate our artists that are in the scene. There are quite a few different card games where the artists aren't respected or aren't allowed to show their artwork, or aren't allowed to talk about it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami. But yesterday was the full release of EX6, and a lot of the artists just went like, hey look, I'm such and such, here's my art. So for instance, Nakano Hito? Nakano Hito. They were quite happy to show us what they've got, so they did these artworks, which, if you will allow me to say, like, beautiful. They were lucky enough to be able to do what I class as the oil slick artwork, that I think looks really nice. They were able to do both the Ragnar Ace and the Master Ace, which I think is really good. Do note that the braid is on the correct side this time, so all these people out there who are butthurt about the braid on the wrong side, don't worry, just spend the extra 300 quid and you get yourself the correct artwork. But they also got the ability to also work with the Legendary Arms option card as well as the cool option card for the Ultimate Chaos mod. But they weren't the only person who was outspoken about being able to be part of the team. We also got access to Imura Etsu. They did the alter art for the Ace of Cherubimon. We got Kiko, who was lucky enough to do the artwork for the Biomon as well as the Yokomon. Let me just go through things. And are they actually has a D7? No. So they got to do Coco, they got to do Terry, they got to do Witchmon, they got to do Bastetmon. And you can see like quite a lot of people were chosen to do more than one artwork. I think somebody here does say that they are like brand new when they're a junior. I was in charge of Tensai Kaikai in the Digimon card game. It releases yesterday. Well, when I recorded this, technically Sunday, so it was day before, so Friday. And some people only got to do one artwork, but I mean, look how beautiful and detailed this is. Look at the sea, the details of the scales, the fan of the feathers, as well as the cloud texture they have here. Very reminiscent of like a Journey to the West. And I think it's something that a lot of us do agree on, that the artwork for Digimon is really intense. It's very well done, and it does emphasize the styles. Toyuga, for instance, I was in charge of doing the illustrations for Devimon and Angimon, which is obviously yin and yang. Technically, they are the same thing, just the good and the bad. Bastimon, as well as Miri. I believe that's the Ultimate Miri. So, but like the cover cards, they were able to do the cover cards essentially. They were the ones who designed the style for the booster packs essentially. But Mastimon, again, the people complained because the braid was on the wrong side. Don't worry about it. But look how beautiful the card is. And then we look at this card, and it's fan service to crazy. And I want to have alt arts because I want to put money into the deck, but I'm not spending like 200 quid on alt arts of Miri. God damn it. But then we also had access to like Imura, and they did a lot of the Legendary Arms cards. It goes to show you that, you know, they're not necessarily trusting. Hey, Kurama as well. Not necessarily trusting, but it's a case of like, hey, look, we want you to be involved in this section of the card game, because obviously you do the artwork here. We got Zakuma Sanosuke. They got to do the Antilamon, and then Tedo got to do Baby Lucimon, who always freaks me out. I think he's a weird looking baby, as well as Sakamon, Shakamon. There we go. You can tell those all bugging up. And then Toonami. Toonami is just a fantastic. I think Toonami got to do like 75% or 80% of all the alt arts in the last set. They don't miss. Like, look how beautiful this is. Like Odogamon looks beautiful. You got to do the oil slick version. Looks amazing. And then they also got to do the alt art of Ophani and also fighting Lilith, which is quite funny because obviously the stylization of the Lilith in this is much different from the alternate art. Sendu got to do the Dominion mod, I think that is. There you go. We can play there, not really playing. Koki got to do the level 6 bird Aqua Beast thing, I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, some of these here, you're going to go through. Denahito got to do a lot of the oil slick arts and doing an amazing job. Like, look how good this looks. I know a lot of people aren't really interested into it, and it's kind of a gimmick, but as a gimmick, it's really nice in my opinion. I really like it. Kika also got to do the normal art for this as well. Hakuyu got to do the normal art for Daemon. Looks really cool. And then now Chika got to do the alt art for Shaku, the alt art for Diaboromon. Look how cool that looks. They got to do the alt art for the Ultimate Chaos Mon. And this is the thing, like I was going through yesterday, I was looking for all our artist friends, and I was reposting everyone at Tadokuro. Again, Dominion got to do Serafi, as well as doing the alt art for the big bird sea creature thing. I can remember this is also the alt art. That's also the alt art, because I should say the alt arts. But you know, we've got a lot of artists who are doing really well. They're doing some fantastic artwork. I don't know how ahead of time they are commissioned. The only thing I'm going to ask, and this is more of a something I'd hope for down the line, is that we could get some of these just the artworks themselves, and we just get to enjoy, you know, the Digimon just standing there in the middle of the sky, no numbers, no nothing. We just get to see the pure artwork. I know I'd love that. I don't know about you guys, but I think having access to some of the pure art is really good. And then you got the alt art here from Spare Ribs. And look how amazing it is. You've got Chaos Mon just standing here in the middle. You've got the ultimate arms sticking around, the eyes glowing, the ribbon that ties it all together. It's such a beautiful artwork. And then Yoshiba, again, get to do a lot of the stuff that's based around Shaka. So you got Shaka, you got Chaomon, you got I can't remember what her name is. Go into the West story. 2 option cards, and it's just nice to see like the difference in variety, and they do such a good job. Haku also got to do this new one, which is one of the new Angel ones. I can't remember. I'm going to pretend I don't remember what they're called. Coco also got to do more of this. I think Coco did the whole line besides the level 6. And then we got Gaston. Gaston is so good. Like they got to do a lot of the like in between bits. They got to do a lot of the level 5s looks of it, and again. They all just look really good, and I do like the fact that Bandai lets them be themselves. Gaston also did the alt art for, the regular art for Lavi, which is really nice actually. But yeah, it's nice to just see that they can talk about their artwork. They're not going to get in trouble for it. A lot of us do enjoy the artwork. I mean, look how cool like Neo Devimon looks. Look how cool Venom Devimon looks. Look at cool, like look how nice the artwork is. Kosuke, he just does a fantastic job. Like, look at the texturing, look at the layering. You can see like the difference here, where you can see like, you know, this is meant to be a full image, but it's got I will presume it's digitalized, not actually drawn. So you know they'll disk it, then they'll like reduce its opaquency, and then they'll have obviously the artwork underneath here. And you gotta think like a lot of them are doing their own version of artwork. They're not borrowing from like whoever did like the main art for these Digimon. They've done their own drawings, which is obviously very skillful. Tori, the normal art for Ragnarlord Ace, but they also did the level 6s. It's really cool that they actually got to be able to like do this, because obviously it's a fusion, so it's nice to see they can do it. And then Gun probably has done my favourite thing here. I said at the time, like, this is probably one of my favourite art. Look how menacing and happy Beelzebub looks in this. And they also got to do the level 4, which is just a scary eyes, but they, you know, it does look menacing. And they did such a good job of it. And I think that's something we don't really get to experience and enjoy so much in the TCGs, especially in other TCGs where the artists aren't really allowed to be front and centre for their own art. We are quite lucky where there are a lot of amazing artists in Digimon, and we do get to see their art every time we play the game, especially those that are in alt arts, where, you know, you can tell like the time, the effort, and the energy has been put in. But I'm gonna presume that Toonami only did like 2 or 3 alt arts in this set because he had to do like 12 in the last one. I just didn't have time. But the artists are amazing, and they get to tell us who they are and get to show us what their artwork is, and all of them are great. It's nice that they're here. So, support the artists. We love them. Peace out, Tamers.